Krausar, along with my partner Wade McLeod, as Davenport North and Bettendorf have traveled to Muscatine for a MAC triangular. And this is a good matchup for all three teams, but Bettendorf, one of the top teams in the state, Wade.
Yeah, and perennially they have been. Coach Knight brings a number of returning state qualifiers, a couple state champs, with eyes on the prize again this year. Just a week away from that Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament, which we'll be hosting. So this is the tune-up from a dual meet standpoint, some tournaments this weekend, and then, yeah, we're into the postseason.
And we will have that Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, as we will be bringing you MAC tournament action next Saturday, which is a big one for us. All the teams will be here, and we're looking forward to bringing you that. But more than that, we're looking forward to bringing you what we have tonight. This is your pregame show presented by Muscatine Power and Water, as Al Hilton will be leading us as we honor America with the national anthem. National anthem, and to lead off this triangular, it will be Muscatine and Bettendorf.
Yeah, we should. There'll be a couple open weights. Obviously, any one of these squads dealing with some injuries here in the second semester, illness and the like. So we might have a couple open weights, but for the most part, these we should see pretty complete matches. The teams are getting. We're not even doing intros. We're just going to hop right to the captain's meeting at the center of the mat.
It's a business meeting for everybody here tonight. You know, Coach Mock, I talked to Scott earlier today, first year head coach for the Muskies, but he's been with the program for over 15 years in multiple capacities. You know, he said that he's looking forward to seeing how his guys fight against such a quality opponent like Bettendorf. Feels like there's some guys in his room who are ready to maybe show some people how they've grown, how they've developed, and how they can have closed the gap that may be perceived from the outside world here.
And the real key to doing so is just sticking to what they do well, regardless of the opponent. So really looking for that out of the Muskies. Just those fundamentals. We're hand fighting, staying in good position. There's no doubt there'll be some scenarios where we'll be outmatched, but just go wrestle hard.
Started the 195-pound weight class.
So we're starting at 195.
For Muscatine, it will be Caden Fisher. For Bettendorf, Bradley Hill.
And some fireworks right out the gate. Caden Fisher. And then Bradley Hill. And Wade, you said he's a defending state champ?
He is, yep. So real talented wrestler. My understanding, just this past week, found his way down in 95. So number of schools with their eyes on him. So we'll see what Caden can do here.
This Hill's in on a shot early. He gets a 2-point takedown. see that shoulder brace on Caden Fisher's right shoulder.
Yeah, Caden's done a nice job of, I mean, he doesn't shy away from it. He's got to protect that arm a little bit coming off a nice tournament up at Cedar Rapids Jefferson at the Jayhawk. Hill back in on another shot, little fireman's. Fisher right to his back, getting some back points here.
And Hill gets the fall early in the period. Bradley Hill. Welcome to the new weight class for Hill. He's, like you said, he just came down and one of the more skilled wrestlers in the state.
Yeah, no doubt. That's you make that drop with one goal in mind, so he's on a mission.
With that 220 weight class as loaded as it is,
220 pounds, Evan Frankie for Muscatine.
Evan Frankie from Muscatine at 220 had a great meet
And
or
Diego
tournament this
Cortez
past weekend.
for the Bulldogs.
Finished second at the Jayhawk Invitational.
Yeah, Evan has wrestled some top guys in the state. Diego Cortez here is actually a returning qualifier. So this is a good match. This is not Bradley Hill, but certainly a quality opponent that if Frankie's trying to make sense of where he kind of fits in the mix, we got to get after it here.
Frankie's only loss this weekend was to Ben Keeter. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce Ben's last name. Keeter, who is a future Hawkeye wrestler and football player, one of the top-ranked wrestlers in the state.
Yeah, both these wrestlers hovering around 20 wins apiece and less than 10 losses. So this is a big matchup. Cortez doing a good job right away, just putting the pressure up top on Frankie. Seeing if he can't find a half, side to side. He's got those legs in too, stretching him out as best he can if he can walk him over. Evans trying to get his hands in front, that head back, so he can get a base. But Cortez putting a lot of pressure on that neck right now. Cortez, a senior, did not compete last year, and now back for Coach Knight's squad. Another one of those looking for some points in Des Moines.
Frankie's able to roll through. The 3 near fall points are awarded.
It looks like we've got a little blood.
So some blood time. So it's a 6-0 lead here for Cortez. You know, Frankie was able to stay off of his back there and surrender the fall. Now he's looking to try to battle back into this match.
Cortez was right in on the leg, so yeah, for Frankie to be able to get back in a position, we'll have a referee start here. See if he can't get that first move, neutralize the situation, get to his feet, and hopefully get a little offense of his own going. This is still early in the match. Obviously, he's fighting his way, as you said, Joel, off his back, so plenty of wrestling still.
Diego Cortez for Bettendorf and Evan Frankie for Muscatine.
2 lighter 220-pounders. It's a weight class that you see that. It's anyone naturally with 195 being the next lowest weight class. You got plenty of just 200-pounders competing, and these two look very similarly sized. You can tell Cortez is looking to get a leg in. Frankie trying to create some motion. He's got him broken down, gets that half in. Already had some success with that earlier in the period.
And that's the end of the first period. A 6-0 lead for Diego Cortez. This is the second match of this duel. This is a triangular if you're just joining us. Davenport North also here tonight. Cortez looking for a big move as he secures that head.
Yeah, he's trying to tuck that head into a front headlock. Frankie out of it, and Sanchez right back in on the leg. Elevates, trying to sweep the leg. Frankie squares that back up, in on a shot of his own. Nice little high crotch attempt. Driving across.
Frankie, man, he's got a chance here to maybe get a turn on top of this.
He too hopped right to that half. Sanchez trying to, Cortez working to drop that elbow.
A stalemate called. More blood, actually. This is another blood timeout.
So 5-2 our match score.
Yeah, I apologize, folks. I was looking at the dual score when I said 6-0. Frankie will maintain in the top position here.
Hopefully we can ride a little bit. We're looking for a breakdown, just as Cortez had successfully done in the first period. Cortez up to his feet. And he's got the escape right back in on that leg. Frankie with a front headlock. Good action by these 220-pounders.
Let's Eat Catering, bringing you Muskie sports all season long, along with affordable metal manufacturing, as Frankie and Cortez battle for position.
Now, so far in this match, you've seen both wrestlers attack both sides, whether in this neutral position, from the top. Really like to see that. Offers two dimensions right out of the gate, so I'm not just attacking one side.
Now Frankie in on the shot. Cortez.
Yeah, defended that nicely, got his legs back. Now he's looking for a go behind. Frankie's trying to circle up. Cortez catches that elbow. He's definitely looking for two here. This could be worse position with that arm tied up.
So he gets the takedown, and now he's going for the turn.
And Frankie limp arms out of that a little bit. So
5 seconds to go in the period.
Boy, those halves are popping in pretty easily. Frankie's got to find his way to keep his head up off the mat. That elbow's getting towards his ear a little bit and just too easy to throw that half in. Cortez with his choice, he's going to go down to start the third period.
So is the move here to try to get a turn? Is that if you're Evan, or you let him go and try to get a couple takedowns?
You've got enough of a gap here that he may want to ride, wear on him a little bit, see if he can't find a turn, but to really get back in here, he's going to have to find some big points, which is going to involve getting back to your feet and finding some bigger 5-point moves. And quite frankly, Joel, Evan may be looking for a little vote of confidence going into next weekend too. So at this point, what can I find some success in, win or loss, just to get something going into next weekend. So from his feet, if he can find a takedown or two, he can carry that into the weekend and into the postseason.
Because there's a real good chance these two wrestlers are going to see each other next weekend as well.
I would think so, yeah.
9-2 lead. And
now the throw.
So it'll be neutral out of bounds, or they're both went out of bounds, so return to neutral. The new Iowa wrestling rankings came out today, and Evan is ranked number 11 at 220 for the Muskies.
Again, has really had some good success. We've seen him wrestle up. He's wrestling up as it is here, even at 220, so comfortably at this weight class. He's wrestled some bigger dudes at 285.
Multi-sport athlete, plays football and soccer for the Muskies.
And just continues to attack here. Both wrestlers. Really impressed with Cortez as well to stay in here. Like to see a couple shots.
25 seconds.
Frankie's got that underhook to the right side. Unfortunately, his head's on this side, so he's going to look for a big throw here. Cortez saw it once, felt it once. Be surprised if he completely gets sucked in here. Keeps his hips back, looking for his own go behind. Frankie does finish on top here.
Two. So a 2-point takedown at the end makes it a 9-4 decision for Cortez. So Cortez will be victorious.
Likely two of our higher seeded 220-pounders for next Saturday, Joel. We'll see if we see that rematch. I'm with you. We'll have to highlight that one. And if not for the 5-point move right out of the gate in the first period, obviously that changes the whole approach for both wrestlers.
And it looks like Muscatine might be open at 285.
Unless Connor Eads is going out there, I would agree.
At 285 pounds, Matthew Carter from Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
So Gardner will win by forfeit at 285. And now we'll see Connor Eads from Muscatine at 106 pounds.
Muscatine is Keontae Sampson of Bettendorf.
So Sampson of Bettendorf against Eads of Muscatine here. Eads the freshman for the Muskies.
At 106 pounds, Connor Eads of Muscatine will wrestle Timothy Kester of Bettendorf.
So I apologize. Timothy Kester of Bettendorf.
Yeah, we were announcing that JV match, I think, Joel.
Yeah, I got it.
We got staying on our toes here.
And Kester,
a freshman, just an upcoming hammer for the Bulldogs.
and he gets the fall early against Connor Eads. Yeah, Kester was a name that Coach Mock threw at me, that this is someone who's going to be well known in the conference for years to come.
He's had plenty of accolades prior to this prep career of his, so yeah, he's bursting right onto the scene. Muscatine will be open at 13.
At 113, Steele Dirks Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
And Muscatine will be open at the next weight too, I believe.
Looks like nothing at 20. We're going to change the tune on who's going out there.
It is senior night tonight. We will have a senior night presentation before the Davenport North and Muscatine duel, which will be the third duel of the night. A big thank you to Eastern Iowa Power Washers and Arty's Ice Cream and Grill for sponsoring.
At 120 pounds, Garrett Evans of Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
For bringing you Muskie athletics all season long.
University at 182 pounds, Michael Kulitzel of Muscatine against Kellen Robinson of Bettendorf.
We determined who's coming out next.
At 126 pounds, Jason Luna of Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
now we should get a match at 32.
We anticipated Lincoln Brookhart. We're not sure who we're going to see for Bettendorf. They have 4 guys who are weighed in.
At 132 pounds, Lincoln Brookhart of Muscatine against Venti Ivanov of Bettendorf.
Ivanov of Bettendorf against Lincoln Brookhart of Muscatine. And our last 2 duels that last 2 broadcasts we've had, Lincoln Brookhart's provided the fireworks for the Muskies. The sophomore has had a flair for the dramatic a little bit this year.
You bet. And here again, regardless win or lose, Lincoln just keeps wrestling the whole time he's out there whistle to whistle. So would expect nothing less again here tonight.
Ivanov, the senior. Against Brookhart, the sophomore. Takedown by Ivanov.
Just reach to that single leg and kind of a whip trip all in one. Brookhart keeping his base, trying to work to a stand-up. Bit of a sit-out. Ivanov has that wrist.
You can see Brookhart trying to work multiple positions to try to get up and get out.
Yep, just keeps moving, finds his escape. Squaring up here, see if he can't get in on his shot.
See, Ivanov's got a little bit more length on Brookhart.
Brookhart with a high crotch attempt. He's got that leg up off the mat. Short time here, he finds
able
his
to
two.
finish. Now, if he can finish on top, which it looks like he will, Brookhart will finish the period with a 1-point advantage. That's a big short time takedown there for Lincoln Brookhart.
Whenever you can finish with the last score of the period, there's just doesn't give your opponent any chance to respond. No different than what you see at the end of quarters in basketball, end of the half in football. So yeah, very, very nice to get that too and then ride out the period.
No riding time if you're used to watching collegiate wrestling and you're joining us for some great high school action tonight. No riding time at the high school level. So we're all tied at 3. Ivanov fights off that shot by Brookhart.
They're pummeling in back and forth. A takedown apiece, an escape apiece. Ivanov's getting to that leg without really having to commit too much, so hopefully Brookhart can be mindful of the fact that leg is right there for the picking.
Ivanov gets in low. Brookhart's trying to fight it off.
Yeah, hoping to crossface here as best he can. Ivanov keeping that, working for a stalemate.
Brookhart's trying to, if he can get that leg out, he's got a chance to get a
just
takedown of
broke
his
that
own.
grip and he's got it.
2 more points for Brookhart. Now he flattens Ivanov back down to the mat. Under 30 seconds to go in the period.
Lincoln doing a great job staying off his knees. He's on his toes. Has his opponent carrying all his weight.
Looks like some more blood attention. See Coach Knight over there with his wrestlers. They The medical staff tends to the blood. We mentioned, Coach Mock being his first year as the head coach. Not the case for these other two teams tonight. 14 years at Davenport North for their head coach, and Coach Knight seems like he's been in the gym for the black and gold forever.
Like you said, Joel, too, this is for Coach Haggerty, Coach Mock. They've been circling these mats for a while, no doubt. But yeah, some familiar faces for all three coaching staffs this evening, which we have not seen too much of this year. There's been quite a turnover here in the last couple years. But Coach Connor at North, Coach Knight at Bet, a couple of mainstays for the MAC.
Coach Knight, like yourself, Wade, a fellow Cyclone wrestler in his collegiate days. He's familiar with the conference as well, growing up in Clinton.
Always fun having these guys come back to the area.
The MAC just kind of has a way to stay inside of people. It's just such a part of especially the wrestling prowess. As the third period will begin, Brookhart with a 2-point lead, 5-3. He's been able to finish both periods on top. And now he gets a quick. Oh, good recovery there by Ivanov.
Just felt that hip pressure. Brookhart's got to find a way to at least score here, find his point. Nice throw by. Got that far ankle.
Still does not have the escape.
Just got to step over that reach.
Now he gets a 2-point reversal.
It's a 4-point lead. Just under 90 seconds left in this match. Brookhart's got him nice and flat. He's working now.
Trying to maybe get a turn.
Oh, big time. Yeah, if you can sense here your opponent giving up another 2 there, really gets into the psyche, and he pounced right away looking for the turn. Oh, keep that arm. He's trying to get that half in, chest to chest. He's in good shape. Oh, big points here for Lincoln Brookhart.
Lincoln Brookhart with the fall. Not just a big win for that sophomore over the senior Ivanov of Bettendorf, but some big bonus points for the team score. 16 points as Lincoln Brookhart gets the fall. We said our previous 2 broadcasts, he's had the flair for the dramatic and doesn't disappoint there.
And just keep going, just from the get-go. Yep, could be just content with that reversal in the third period. Coast at that point, saw the opportunity for the big points. That's a nice fall. And get some team points up on the board here.
Cale Lewis for Muscatine against Jordan Roberts of Bettendorf.
Cale Lewis, the freshman for the Muskies, will get the nod here at 138. I walked into the gym with his uncle today, Steve Meyerman, our classmate. As now Cale gets an early takedown. And a stall call. So a stall warning on Lewis. Was that just he was holding on to the waist too long?
Well, the expectation is when you get in that rear standing position, belly to back, you've got to return him to the mat. That was pretty quick. So you've got a bit of a count there. You're always looking to improve. So if you're not going to return him to the mat and look for points, then as we saw there with Roberts getting an escape, hey, let's score some points in a neutral position. So 2-1 match, but let's be mindful of that stall warning on Lewis.
Lewis, pace looks very aggressive so far.
Yeah, back-to-back at 32 and 38. These are 2 young Muskies who don't quit. And Cale finding his way down to 138. Both these wrestlers, about a dozen varsity matches on the year apiece. Cale with that A nice lift from the double.
Another takedown for Lewis, and he's got a chance at some back points.
Roberts mindful of the pressure on that elbow and where he was on the mat. That's a nice roll through there.
Roberts the junior, Jordan Roberts, for the Bulldogs.
Works to a stand up here again. We're in that standing. Called a 3 count.
Now Roberts looking for a reversal.
Yeah, got his hips away, turned in nicely, trying to get the crossface. You got to preach 1, not 2, meaning I'd much rather give away an escape versus a reversal. So if Lewis can circle here.
There's the reversal.
And Roberts right in on that seatbelt action, trying to find a tilt. Lewis bellies out.
10 seconds to go in the period. But again, with that caution, that stall caution, you can't just belly out for too long if you're Lewis, because now it'll result in a point. Lewis defers his choice. Now Roberts will go start in the down position to begin the second period.
So Roberts has been quick to his feet, Joel, and we'll see if Cale can put a little pressure on, ride him for a bit. Gets him at least to a belly, a roundabout way to do so. And now he's looking for points if he can find a turn. Roberts' base is back up.
Lewis continues to try to break that base down. Roll through attempt, caught, and now a big opportunity here for Lewis, and he's in tight.
Oh, keep that elbow, lift that head, just nice and heavy on his toes.
And there's the fall. Cale Lewis over Jordan Roberts of Bettendorf. Back-to-back falls for the Muskies from freshman and sophomore respectively. Roll through attempt by Roberts, and Lewis did a great job of staying with it. You get in those rolling situations. I've never been in one, but they seem like they're pretty high risk, high reward, and that was a situation where the risk was not worth the price.
Yeah, for both Muskies, you got to be mindful of where elbows are flying and who ends up on top. But way to catch him. Cale stopped the momentum and way to put him away.
Now Mason Crabtree, the senior, at 145 pounds. And Dustin Bourne,
who's the second of the Bulldogs returning state champs. So two high caliber wrestlers here, but Bourne in another class potentially. We'll see the fight that Mason puts here. He's trying to be mindful of the legs being in just as much as he doesn't want to get cranked on in that power half scenario. Rolling through as best he can, bridging. Fights his way back to his belly. Bourne gets some near fall.
some more near fall points available there. Three more near fall points awarded.
A lot of tools on top here for Bourne. Working that high thigh, which just has you thinking about your hips turning. Where those hips go, so goes the rest. Finds a half, that'll do it.
There's the fall. It's Dustin Bourne. We get the fall over Mason Crabtree at 145 pounds. Warren, as you mentioned, returning state champion.
And 152 pounds, Aiden Stevens of Muscatine against Elijah Mendoza of Bettendorf.
Mendoza in right off the whistle on a takedown.
To the varsity match, Nico Arceo of Muscatine.
So Stevens is filled in now with the knee injury to Connor Beck. Has done, so last Thursday up at Iowa City West, filled in very nicely. Been impressed to see Aiden just getting after it. Mendoza himself coming in with a 19-8 record as a junior. Like you said, Joel, just immediately getting in on that leg attack.
2 near fall points given to Mendoza.
We'll see the similar Navy ride most likely out of Nate Beatty of the Muskies here in a couple matches. He really likes attacking those legs for the turn. Mendoza comes up. Was too high off the mat there, so the official not awarding any back points, any near fall. Stevens keeping his base nicely. Hopefully he can come up to his feet here.
Mendoza able to break him back down.
He's trying to lever that wrist out. Bad news when your wrist's on your back. Looking for the chin. This will be tight.
And there's the fall as Elijah Mendoza over Stevens of Muscatine. First National Bank of Muscatine bringing you Muskie athletics all season long. As we move up to 160 pounds.
Yep.
And 160 pounds, Jared Lopez of Muscatine against Jacob Whipple of Bettendorf.
So Lopez against Whipple. Whipple just a freshman for the Bulldogs. Lopez a junior for the Muskies. Whipple in deep on a shot.
It's a nice single leg tackle. Works up to the sweep.
Official brings him back.
Lopez fighting wrists. Try to quick sit there right off the whistle or moving underneath. Whipple with that tight waist, trying to find something with the wrist, just as his teammate Mendoza successfully did in the previous match. So here we go again, wrist on the back. Oh, brought it up a little too high. We're going to whistle that off. It's potentially dangerous.
So reset back to the center.
Must just be the cold air, Joel. A lot of bloody noses already here this evening.
It's cold, it's dry.
Bingo.
Keeping the athletic staff busy. Riots and Rebelle Salon bringing you Muskie athletics along with Muscatine Community Y and Bickford Senior Living, as well as the Youth Sports Foundation. Big news at the Youth Sports Foundation yesterday. Merrill Hodge, longtime NFL player, named to the board of directors for the Youth Sports Foundation. So who knows? We may see Mr. Hodge in Muscatine at some events as they continue to grow the sports that they are so committed to.
So grateful for them as well as our other supporters. Again, really excited for next Saturday,
So
Joel.
you guys
That's
have a big
great
tournament We have the big Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament here on Saturday, and you have a big youth tournament coming up.
We will take advantage of the fact that the mats are on the floor and be hosting Rumble by the River next Sunday, the next day.
As I've learned looking through the wrestling tournaments, they have the best names of all of the sports. You have the Dan Gable, Donnybrook going on earlier this year. And
as cute as you can get, I guess, right? As a parent trying to register for those, it's really difficult to understand where you're traveling. I'll just share that.
That's fair.
You can get too cute.
Yeah,
with
we
the
get
names.
a little bit of those in the baseball world as well.
No, you Joel.
Oh, Maury Tomke listening and watching today. Again, from up in north central Iowa. I almost said Iowa Falls, but I know he's at Waldorf now. Maury, former West Liberty wrestler and Bishop Heelan wrestler.
Quite a reach we have. I know folks tuning in from the Dakotas to Florida. It's fun that we're able to do this.
As Whipple
riding tough. He's got that wrist. He's really trying to coerce Lopez to free up that wrist. So here again, he can put it on his back, which he does here successfully. We've only got so many tools underneath there, so when a top opponent takes away one of them, furthermore puts it on your back, that's a tough spot to be in. Lopez does a great job kind of wiggling out of there, finding his hands back underneath. He's on a base. Coming to his feet, short time here, boy. It'd be a big escape if he can find his way.
Good return.
Nice left and return.
Whipple just understanding the situation and keeping control the whole time.
We're going to go neutral. We saw enough of that. Coach Haggerty instructs his wrestler to say, let's see if we can't find some success on her feet. We know what he's bringing up top. Ooh, kind of a dive attempt to that high crotch. Not close enough to bring his hips to the party, and Whipple just olays him for the takedown.
Gets right back to trying to control that wrist.
Whipple staying nice and tight up top, so even though he's working those wrists, trying to free something, he's tight on the back, applying a lot of pressure. He's working more on the shoulders to that half than he was in the first period. Lopez catches that heel, hopefully coming to his feet. We'll see if we got another lift and return or if Lopez can break that. He's trying to turn him to his hip a little bit. There's that stall again, Joel.
So that's going to be on Whipple. And now Lopez gets the escape.
Oh, nice low-level shot by Jared. If he can run his feet. Ideally, he's coming to his right. Pick a side. Takes his hips up off the mat. Big step to hook the leg. Whipple's looking for a stalemate. Lopez is trying to keep him on his hip. Whipple. Oh, it was a great shot. More blood. Why not?
I think it's bilateral. We have both guys that they're checking for blood.
Who's bleeding on who here? Check the official.
Great chance to mention Bear of Muscatine, bringing you Muskie Athletics and Muskie Wrestling. We have had so much fun representing the Muskie Wrestling program on these broadcasts. It's a sport that I've fought for a long time to bring some more attention to, and this year with the great support of Pearl City Media, we've been able to bring more Muskie Wrestling to our people and our viewers from all over the Midwest and all over the country, as well as our Bettendorf and Davenport North viewers as well. The Wildcats and the Bulldogs will wrestle the next duel. We started at 195 for this duel.
So I got this and two more. And Joel, the team watching the chat here, so you're going to have to coach me through how best to get folks interacting here. Is this through our
It is through the Discover Muscatine. You can interact on the Discover Muscatine Facebook page, as well as you can watch on the YouTube feed as well. But if you're also a Muscatine Power and Water subscriber, the Pearl City Media channel is channel 3 on your Muscatine Power and Water cable channel. So bringing
lots of options,
and our friends Chris Anderson and Jess are doing a fantastic job on the technical side. We just do the talking.
With the faces made for radio. We haven't seen a camera come our way yet.
There's a reason that we don't have any
so.
stand-ups yet. No, Jess, we don't need to stand up.
All right, both wrestlers back on the feet trying to gain position. Again, before that break, Lopez, he's in on another shot, trying to keep that head up. This was more of a high crotch. Whipple gets those hips back.
5 seconds to go in the period.
And I think Lopez can take some confidence in the third period that at least he is attacking those legs, having a little success, getting deep on those hips.
Whipple will start down.
So this would be a little different scenario because now we're just talking about 3 points in this 4-1 match. That's just one turn. Yeah, you find one turn and you're tied up. So Lopez trying to work that crossface, maybe do a cradle. Whipple's looking to peel it off. But it's a little different scenario because
Whipple does have a stall call on him as well.
That's a good point to keep track of.
Lopez continuing to try to work a turn, work a position. What's the magic number on the clock, though, that you cut and try to
This is tough. You're in a little bit of no man's land here because you go down 4, then you're still looking for, feet to back, some big move. So it could be in this situation, especially if Jared's thinking, boy,
point for Lopez as he gets a stalling call.
That's a tough one. Whipple's really fighting, staying on his base there, unless he was just holding on for dear life on a wrist.
But he gets the escape point. So now it's back to a 3-point deficit.
Lopez back to more of a dive again. So unfortunately, we gave that Olay go behind again. That's a tough one. Now you're looking bigger. This is going to have to be more of a roll through. See if Jared can catch ahead on something.
We're officially in short time now. Under 30 seconds. Lopez gets the escape.
We're just diving. Kudos to Whipple. He's not just backing out. He knows that leg attack's coming. Is able to just kind of pull the leg back. Like I say, just usher him by and find your 2. Turo. Does it again.
Lopez never backed down. He kept going, kept trying to get his shot, trying to get his turn.
Hey, Coach Mock was looking for fight out of these Muskies, and we've seen it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jared Lopez defeated by Whipple at 160 pounds. We move up to 170.
And 170 pounds, Jet Fridley of Muscatine against Davion Parker of Bettendorf.
Fridley, the senior for the Muskies, against Parker, the junior for the Bulldogs.
Jet comes in with 24 wins on the season so far. Looking ahead to Saturday, too. Just a little pop in the face. Saturday, the Muskies are at City High for the Bean Duels, so 9 other schools there. Those dual format, a good opportunity for everyone to get X number of matches, barring some forfeits as we would see in these duels. But as a team, match by match, nice to sprinkle in that dual tournament throughout the course of the season. A greater number of duels over the course of the day, not these evening events. like I say, from top to bottom, then folks are staying competitive all throughout the day.
And
so
it's in that beautiful newly renovated City High facility. Have you been up there yet? Have you seen
No.
it? It's gorgeous.
We'll have to see if they can. In the past, they've certainly split them between their 2 gyms, and maybe they get them all in the one space. So yeah, that will be fun to see.
Parker. Now Fridley in on a shot.
Fridley to the leg. He wants to get both hands to that leg. And Parker's done a great job holding that wrist and elbow. Gets Fridley extended here, down to his belly. Jet fighting if he can get that. He wants to find a lock there. Boy, he's not content with just that. Nice. Switching over.
Fridley battles and gets the takedown.
Well, that was a roller coaster back and forth just on one scramble. Good to see Jet. Otherwise, just lock it up. Look for the stalemate. Says, no, let's suck this back in. I took this shot. And switch off to the double and working up.
Jet Fridley will finish on top as the first period comes to a close. You'll have a 2-0 lead.
Fridley takes the down position. Oh, excuse me.
Fridley defers,
Okay.
so Parker will select down. Parker quick to his feet and out quickly.
Parker with some quick movement. He was quick on the sprawl, quick on that stand-up. So we're looking for Fridley to control the tie-ups, set his pace. So he's a little closer range here. So let's get it nice and tight. This time, if we can get 2 hands to the leg, that increases that probability of a successful takedown.
Fridley gets that ankle.
Nice ankle pick. Sits him right over.
Parker just left it out there, and he took it.
That powerful collar tie of Fridley's. Just brought his head to his knee. Pick the heel and find your 2.
Now Fridley looks for trying to control that wrist and get it turned. And Parker will get the escape. We're under a minute to go in the second period. Fridley putting a lot of pressure on that neck, controlling the tie.
Yeah, you can get to a point where you bring him in too tight, and then you're actually blocking yourself out with his shoulder. So you got to find a nice balance where you can still control the motion, but not block yourself off. Parker now wants to work the head a little bit after taking a couple of his own.
That's the end of the period. So now it'll be Fridley's choice. He'll stay neutral to start the third period.
You're always cognizant of that longer, lankier wrestler.
We've also seen the speed of Parker. He's got some ability to move quickly. I mean, you can just see the different body types here. Parker more the long, lean, as where Jet's more compact, and you can see the upper body strength.
And Parker probably wants to keep a little space there so that, just like you said, Joel, that quickness. I mean, he can close the gap a lot in a lot shorter amount of time.
For to try to get that ankle.
Parker more aware of where his heels were that time. And here's where we're kind of ear to ear. Jet's got to give himself a little bit of space. He can still control that tie-up, but I want to be able to have room to bring my head kind of right under his chin there and attack the leg. We're still looking for some leg attacks here in this third period. 4-2 is not going to do it. Parker with a half shot attempt. And no doubt with that successful heel pick attempt, that's where Jet's looking to be a little closer to. I'd like to see us open it up.
25 seconds.
Working side to side.
Parker kind of checking the clock.
Yeah, he's just looking for the one attempt. If he can find that takedown, force this to overtime. And now Jet's playing defense pretty hard.
And Jet Fridley defeats Parker of Bettendorf 4-2. At 170 pounds. That'll take us to 182. Where we'll see senior Nathan Beatty for the Muskies. That's who we anticipate, at least. Yep, there's Nathan.
At 182 pounds, Nathan Beatty of Muscatine against Cooper Augusta of Bettendorf.
Cooper Augusta, the sophomore for the Bulldogs. Beatty in early on a
little
shot.
cross knee pick. He keeps the head.
He's got two for the takedown, looking for more.
Good to see that aggression right out of the gate. Looking for big points, cap off this duel in the final match.
Beatty working, trying to flatten out that.
Bulldog fighting nicely, trying to push those knees away, trying to turn his hips, just as we said earlier, where those hips go. The rest of the points will be scored. So he's trying to get that belly back to the mat.
Nathan continues to try to improve his position.
Yep, circling to that head as best he can. There's another little knee slide. Shooting his knee through. He knows his knees are getting pushed on, so.
There it is. There's the fall for Nathan Beatty to finish up this duel. 6 points for the senior for the team. And that'll make the final score Bettendorf 54, Muscatine 21.
Muscatine 21.
Both teams getting some wins that they anticipated, and but at the same time, Muscatine, after getting down early, had some big bonus points from some wrestlers tonight.
That's a good match. Bettendorf is so deep. They've got a number of bodies kind of hopping in and out at different weights, and Coach Knight making sense of who's going to get a little extra mat time here and there. But some big, as you said, Joel, big bonus points where there were opportunities for the Muskies. Big wins from a couple of the younger Muskies and Jet Fridley with the victory. Well, back-to-back there, Fridley and Beatty with the senior back-to-back victories.
We're going to take a little break here as we come back, as Davenport North will take to the mats as they'll face off with the Bulldogs. But short break, we'll be back with more wrestling on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing I need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe you want to book more appointments, or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing I need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory. Or maybe you want to book more appointments. Or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom. And kitchen using inspiration.
Glasgow of North.
And we are back underway as Davenport North and Bettendorf are facing off here in Duel 2 of this triangular. We're at 220 pounds is Cortez for the Bulldogs.
And Liam Glasgow of the Wildcats from Davenport North.
And Cortez with an early takedown for the Bulldogs. Now Cortez looking for more, and he gets it. Cortez makes short work. And he starts it off with a fall. There's a lot of tools in the toolbox for Coach Knight and this Bettendorf team.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if, if Coach Knight runs similar lineup out in this second duel. I haven't paid close enough attention to which of the guys are getting some JV matches, so we may see pretty much the same lineup as we had versus the Muskies. There could be a couple changes there, keeping us on our toes as always.
Now we're going to 285. Switching the ankle.
Junior varsity, it's Camden Bennett of Davenport North against Colin Royster of Bettendorf.
And on the varsity side, I believe this is Jeremiah Timmons Henderson for North. I think Matthew Gardner is getting the run here for the Bulldogs. Muscatine was open at 285 against Bettendorf. So this is our first look at the heavyweight for the Bulldogs.
This is Gardner, Joel, yep.
And Timmons Henderson looks to be a pretty big, powerful wrestler here for the Wildcats.
Saw little Timmons up at that Jayhawk invite this weekend as well. I believe he finished in that top 4, so and nice to see him attack that leg. The big guy's getting after it on the leg attacks. He gets his takedown.
He's looking for a turn. Timmons rides hard.
He's trapping that ankle. Making sure Gardner can't really go anywhere. Gets a breakdown down to his belly. Gardner trying to base back up. Gardner may steal an escape here right at the end of the period.
Period does expire. 2-0 lead for the North wrestler. another blood scenario. You know, in that duel with Muscatine and Bettendorf, we had several blood timeouts, which is totally fine. I mean, you can't control that. But it really does affect the rhythm of the match. Like, it's, you know, you can see why some coaches seem really annoyed when it continues to happen, because it's almost like a free timeout. And I know it's not what, no one cuts themselves to get a timeout. But
yeah, and then what you end up doing is putting the pressure on the medical staff to say, okay, we're not going to do this again. So, unfortunately, when it's coming from the nose, you don't have too much of an option other than putting some cotton in it. But
I can tell you that, being the son of someone who was in the medical staff, my dad hated wrestling. Wrestling as an athletic trainer, not because he loves the sport. It's just such a difficult sport to manage some of the blood timeout. And everyone's looking at you to get it done as fast as possible.
Let's go.
Nicole Calvert doing a great job over there tonight as Timmons continues to put the pressure on top.
You remind me, Joel, I need to get a hold of Nicole. Her Bison wrestled my Cyclones this weekend. So,
ooh, that's a big matchup.
Yeah.
Does NDSU, are they part of the
Big 12 now?
wrestling?
Yep, with the affiliation they put together. They've got the Dakota schools and out to Utah Valley. Should be some good matches Sunday afternoon. Timmons is really working these wrists, trying to find a turn. His coach gave him a little bit of a hard time at the end of the first period there to say, well, don't run out in front, we want to break him down, tie up those elbows. Whether he's going to work the wrist or find a half. Riding fairly parallel right now. Gardner doing his best to get up to that base. The hip's carrying a lot of extra weight. Back out in front. He's going to try to find something on that chin, but it just, fortunately, not putting any pressure on his opponent's weight or hips. We find our way back in the standing neutral position.
Escape for Bettendorf.
Timmons got to that leg attack in the first period. Body lock. Gardner's trying to get the chin. Oh. And now he's got the half.
He's in tight. And there's the fall. And Timmons matches Cortez's fall at 220 pounds, and we're all tied at 6. See the...
And 106 pounds, Ashton Sneath of Davenport North against Timothy Kester of Bettendorf.
Ashton Sneath now against Kester, and Kester,
a freshman matchup, as we often see at 106 pounds.
Kester in deep, and now looking for the turn again.
Got that Turk with the leg, the hips are turned.
Now, I learned this weekend that the ideal Turk is above the knee. That was what I gleaned watching Big Ten wrestling.
Well, that's good. We're educating you accordingly, Joel. And the reason behind it's quite a sport of physics. But above the knee, of course, I can't bend. So the higher up on that thigh, there's no way to keep you from not turning your hips. Kester putting Sneath on his back.
He's got the near fall points. Now he's looking for the fall, and there it is.
Kester with just one loss on the season, so he's, as we said earlier, just bursting right onto the scene.
I'd like to see who beat him. To be honest,
I should be aware of that. They've wrestled so many matches with some out-of-state opponents as well. So yeah, I'm not sure where he found that loss.
Now we go up to 113. Jeffrey West for the Wildcats against Steele Dierks, another freshman for the Bulldogs. And I believe Jeffrey West is the younger brother of Davenport North standout Jack West, who was a great athlete for the Wildcats a few years back. And I'm biased towards Jack. He's a national champ. He's a safety at Morningside College, where they just won the football national championship, my alma mater. And Dierks in deep.
Yeah, Dierks kind of fell into that near side cradle. West trying to get his hips back, break that lock. You've got 220 win.
Totally different. I apologize to the Davenport North fans. I got some bad intel.
Brothers
Thank you,
from
Mr. Thomas, for giving us the update.
Fair enough. Still trying to wear that West name proudly here. We'll see how he fares after that early takedown.
We really do appreciate you watching and interacting with us on the Facebook page.
Still like to say hi to Jack nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely.
West is trying to catch that leg and still circle in.
Steele Dierks.
Dierks with a 5-point move, so he'll take that 5-1 lead into the second. His choice, he's going down.
So now West working in the top position.
Dierks is trying to get his hips away. West finds his way back behind those arms. Dierks doing a good job keeping his hips up. West is tough on top. He's got that half in. If he can somehow get Dierks elongated. We got elbows all sorts of tied up here right at the edge of the mat. We'll see. Dierks trying to pop up, see if he can't find a reversal. He has a propensity for that near side cradle. I think he might have it locked up if he can just bump those hips. I would think he's certainly in a position here to have forced West to lose his control. So if this whistle's out, he should at least get his one. There's his escape.
Dierks kind of backs back to the center to try to have some more room, and West now trying to get a shot in and get some offense.
Two similar body types too, lanky. They're both trying to get low button heads on those shots, some reshots. You can see Dierks try to get his hips as far away as possible. Trying to get his two, not necessarily going big on the cradle. West reaching back, holding on for dear life.
But yeah, there's the potentially dangerous call as that knee was continuing to move. 8.8 seconds to go here in the period. So Dierks was able to get his escape, but not get any more points in the second period. Still a 5-point deficit. Now West will start on bottom for the Wildcats. Discover Muscatine Sports Network, presented by Pearl City Media. I'm Joel Krausar, along with my partner Wade McLeod, former Muscatine varsity head coach Wade McLeod.
Dirks had that bar arm. He still got the arm trapped. Hops over the half. Oh. West trying to respond. Of course, he's in need of a big move here to make up this 5-point deficit. Dirks not stopping. Trying to find double bars. Oh, he's got bar on the other side, wrist on this side. Top wrestler's looking to get him flat. You want to find a breakdown here.
Steele Dirks for the Bulldogs. And they're going to call it potentially dangerous as he was rotating that shoulder.
We are seeing elbows, knees, shoulders bend in directions mine don't go. These two are really Gumby on Gumby here. Little Granby attempt by West. Dirks traps that ankle.
Under a minute to go in the period. Dirks just so much pressure from that top position.
Yeah, he's kind of on the opposite side here, but he's trying to bury that shoulder if he can. Ultimately, he's going to have to work his hips up.
He's kind of got his knees scooped too, trying to adjust.
He likes that near side cradle. West, though, needs to find something here in the final 30 seconds to
short time here.
Now Dirks gets those hips over, but
and that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Steele Dirks beats West from North. Bettendorf extends their lead with the decision to 15-6 now. Kind of waiting to see who's next here.
I think we've got a couple open spots for North. It's just a question of kind of where they fall.
At 120 pounds, Garrett Evans of Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
So Garrett Evans will get the forfeit for the Bulldogs.
We head to 126.
And North has...
At 126 pounds, Jace Luna of Bettendorf against Jacob DeWisperlaer for North.
Jace Luna here. Our first look at him.
Yeah, Muscatine was open in the previous match. Luna returning state place winner. Here's a sophomore.
Gets an early takedown here. This is Jacob DeWisperlaer. DeWisperlaer trying to, good recovery there by Luna. Escape DeWisperlaer. Strength there by Luna
no doubt.
as they go out of bounds.
Yeah, and if there's a lever, Jace will find his way to it. Very good working side-to-side attacks. Heavy on that head, you can see.
Junior varsity at 160 pounds, Holden Schraken of North.
Low-level attempt. DeWisperlaer gets his legs back. Now he's trying the front head, but Luna controlling that elbow nicely. Short arm drag for the takedown. that's a position there, Joel, where you can circle out and just go neutral, start over, or as Luna elected to do, a little pressure in on him and an arm drag for the go behind.
Now he grabs the wrist, and now he's got a turn.
Yep, nice tilt here.
Three near fall points for Luna, as he will finish the period on top.
Scoring points quickly.
A 9-1 lead for Luna. Duespeler defers, so Luna will select down to begin the second period.
Duespeler stayed with him, but Luna gets his escape right back in on the leg. Has that wrist nice and tight. Those points are coming quick, Joel.
12-1 lead now after 2 near fall points.
Another tilt.
Another 2 near fall. Escape for Duespeler.
We found a tech fall there. Went from 12-1, quick tilt, another tilt. So 16-1, a technical fall.
So Luna will get 5 team points for his Bulldogs with the technical fall. We await the next announcement. Again, both teams with multiple wrestlers weighed in at multiple weights. There are multiple wrestlers weighed in at each weight.
It's been nice to see a number of junior varsity matches going on throughout the evening too, Joel. This is a great opportunity with some, obviously Bettendorf with the fullest of the 3 rooms, but a number of kids on each of these rosters. So plenty of matches tonight for all 3 squads.
Ivanov a win by forfeit.
At 138 pounds, Peter Fan of North against Jordan Roberts of Bettendorf.
So Fan against Roberts.
The senior for North. The junior again. We saw Roberts in that first duel.
Fan, a pretty good football player for the Wildcats. My time of calling the games the last several years, he's been an active player. He does some kicking for them as well.
In on that high crotch, coming up to their feet. Oh, maybe a little too quick to go to the head. Was trying to quick dump. Now he's attempting for the headlock. Roberts just trying to lift, and he'll finish on top for his 2. And that wrist seatbelt tilt, just saw from Luna. Roberts getting some swipes.
Imagine the Roberts and Luna might face off a couple times.
You would think so, yep. It's always fun to see those battles in the room too, and I'm sure they go back and forth, and I would have no insight as to if this is the case, but you also have a teammate of yours with some success against you with the move. It's always nice to give that a shot against a different opponent too.
And there's the fall as Roberts defeats Fan. As we move along.
At 145 pounds, Dustin Bourne of Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
Bourne will get the forfeit at 145 for the Bulldogs. Parker might get the...
At 152 pounds, Elijah
Mendoza,
Bettendorf
excuse me.
Junior varsity, Drake Dean of North against Sam Beecher of Bettendorf at 195 pounds.
Looks like just waiting to see which Bulldog is getting the call here.
At 160 pounds, Jacob Whipple of Bettendorf against Dalton Wright of North.
So this will be Whipple against Wright from North. Wright with North, and Whipple from Bettendorf.
As we get back to these upper weights again, you see some collar ties, greater hand fighting, working the head. It just sounds different. You still have the same, the little guys are no doubt hand fighting, finding wrist control, but these guys are looking to bump heads a little bit more aggressively.
Wright fending off the shot from Whipple and trying to get a counter of his own.
Yeah, from the far side, Whipple controlling that elbow, circles up. There's that situation, that front head we were talking about. His hand fighting all with the purpose of getting that shot. Whipple had that little bit of a sweep attempt. Whipple victorious in his first match this evening.
High school wrestling brought to you by Hy-Vee. Right.
But both wrestlers have had
Gets his takedown.
Real leg attacks. There was that front head position again. Whipple.
Short time takedown there for Wright. That's a big takedown for the Wildcat. So second period will begin with Whipple down.
Junior varsity at 220. Brayden Richardson of North against Malachi Woods of Bettendorf.
Wright finds that cradle.
He's got Whipple in a tough spot here.
Hooks that leg, looking to get his hips away a little bit. He's just got to find Whipple's shoulders to the mat. He's got his 3 near fall.
He's in tight, trying to just adjust to get the fall.
Yeah, his bench trying to tell him, hey, get that bottom knee, that right knee, his hip, or right below his rib cage. See if he can't stretch him out.
He'll get the 3 near fall.
Whipple arching his back nicely there, preventing the fall. We have 3 weight classes left. Not sure we'll get 3 matches, but folks, then we'll be introducing the Muskie seniors before that third and final duel of the evening.
Wright getting some near fall points again here. Short time, 10 seconds to go in the period. And he gets the fall. Wright, stick-to-itiveness gets the stick. Nice match there for that young man.
Joel, I don't see too many more Wildcats prepping for the...
Bettendorf receives a forfeit.
So Parker will get the forfeit at 170.
At 182 pounds, Cooper Augusta of Bettendorf receives a forfeit. At 195 pounds, Bradley Hill receives a forfeit.
So Bradley Hill will get the forfeit at 195.
That wraps it up just like that.
So that's going to put them both. As it is a 68-12 final score. We're going to take a short break, a really short break. And we'll be back with senior night appreciation for the Muscatine Muskies here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience, we know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe you want to book more appointments, or maybe you need a bump in your lunchtime traffic. Whatever your goals are, Pearl City Media will listen and create a strategic campaign focused on helping you reach those goals. We handle all the strategy, planning, execution, and will update you on the results of the campaign while constantly evaluating the effectiveness of your campaign. So what are you waiting for? Send Pearl City Media a message and start improving your marketing today.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Hustler Turf, quality matters.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. We're at our second intermission of this triangular as we prepare for Muscatine against Davenport North in Duel 3 of this triangular event. Joel Krausar and my partner, former Muskie head wrestling coach Wade McLeod, as we anticipate both teams fell relatively substantially to Bettendorf in their first duels. The Muskies had 21 points against the Bulldogs. This is going to be this is the one that Coach Mock kind of talked to me about today, was that they're excited for this one. They really, North's got some firepower, but Muscatine feels like they can really hang weight for weight and pull this one out.
Yeah, unfortunately, a number of open weight classes for both squads, and they don't necessarily match up, so could be even shorter. But yeah, I mean, a number of the Wildcat wrestlers, a couple falls there in their duel with Bettendorf. So yeah, there should be some highly competitive matchups.
We've got a near fall going on the JV mat right now as Bettendorf gets the fall over Davenport North. We're just waiting for this conclusion of the JV, man, and then we're gonna have senior night here. We'll honor the seniors, but also keep in touch. Stay tuned, as Muscatine has two wrestlers tomorrow participating in the girls state tournament, which starts off tomorrow. One of the really neat things that's happening in the sport of wrestling, we're seeing collegiate programs start women's programs in our state, and we're also seeing a real growth of that at the high school level. And what did we thought we had heard a number of 700. This is what Tom Olsis, the AD, 700 ladies wrestlers going on competing this weekend in the state tournament. So it's an exciting time for wrestling in our state. Always an exciting time for wrestling in our state.
Yeah, it keeps growing, and such a push for the high school association to sanction it as a competitive varsity event here in the state. More and more throughout the country doing just that. And I'm trying to look around. Both Bailey and Schuyler should be recognized.
I believe they're here because they are both
seniors.
I did see Bailey's parents down there, so I believe.
Yep, so we'll recognize them. They'll have a fun senior night, and then off to Coralville for the state competition in the next 2 days.
At the new Extreme Arena there in Coralville, which is such a great facility. And I know actually tomorrow, and we'll have this interview for you guys during the Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament. Tomorrow I'm sitting down with the executive director of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club, Chad Beatty, a two-time state champion just up the road at Wilton, who's now the executive director. And we're going to talk about things like the new $20 million wrestling facility that they're building at the University of Iowa they've committed to, and how the Extreme Arena is helping the Hawkeye Wrestling Club host some open events. And then we're seeing the girls tournament there for the state really a time of growth, not just in participation in this sport in our state, which has always been one of the top participating states in the country, but some real dollars being spent in the infrastructure of wrestling, and I'm looking forward to discussing that with Chad.
Be sure to tell Coach Beatty, too, you should test him. I'm telling you what, Joel, one of the quickest, most explosive from underneath wrestlers, could go from a base to his feet. It's tough to even call it a stand-up, but I'm sure he can still do it.
Well, Chad's Twitter handle is 5-Point Move, and I was very fortunate in my time as the defensive coordinator at Wilton High School. Chad was my linebackers coach, so we definitely had the toughest linebacker coach in the state. I won't hesitate at all. But an All-American at 197 pounds for the Hawkeyes and a two-time state champ for the Beavers, and really looking forward to sitting down with my friend, but also just one of the true leaders in the sport. Spent time as a college coach at Cornell, a longtime assistant at Iowa City West, and then headed up a couple programs collegiately and high school in the Pacific Northwest. He was out in Oregon for several years. So looking forward to that and bringing you guys that interview next weekend during the Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament. Thank God for Zoom. It makes those sorts of things so much easier now to get a chance to do those interviews.
That's awesome. He's taking some time for us. Yeah, a true advocate of the sport, pushing it forward. All right, we'll tune in here for senior night.
Managers and their parents. Our first senior is Madison Dreyer. She is the daughter of Ashley and Ryan Dreyer. Future plans are to go to Capri College and continue competition cheer at Pearl City Cheer and Tumble, as well as coach the youth cheer team. Our next senior is Nathan Beatty. Nathan is the son of Scott and Stacy Beatty. His future plans are to work towards a doctorate in physical therapy. Next up is Connor Beck. Connor is the son of Tim Beck and Arlette Balistreri. His future plans are to go to a trade school. Our next senior is Michael Kowitzel. Michael is the son of John and Samantha Kowitzel. His future plans are to attend Iowa State to major in engineering. Our next senior is Mason Crabtree. Mason is the son of Michelle Grady and Daniel Crabtree. His future plans are to attend college at Iowa or Northern Iowa to get a degree in business and hopes to start his own business one day. Our next senior is Caden Fisher. Caden's parents are Sean Lass, Caitlin Costigan, Erica, and Jake Fisher. His future plans are to go to lineman school in Texas to become a lineman. Our next senior is Jet Fridley. Jet is the son of T.R. Sweary and Troy and Jen Fridley. His future plans are to attend Iowa State University for Ag Business. Our next senior is Bailey Hawkins. Bailey is the daughter of DJ and Carrie Hawkins. Her future plans are to study forensic psychology in Arizona. Our next senior is Skylar Pachtinger. Skylar is the daughter of Brandon and Jenna Pachtinger. Her future plans are to attend Kirkwood in the fall and major in business. Our next senior is manager Allie Frankie. Allie's the daughter of Marie and Travis Frankie. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year college and obtain a degree in nursing. And our final senior is manager Katie Oldfield. Katie is the daughter of Chase and Deanne Oldfield. Her future plans are to attend MCC, later transfer to Iowa State to pursue a degree in architecture. And let's have a final round of applause for our seniors, thanking them for their contributions to Muskie Wrestling.
Great job there, PA announcer Al Hilton, bringing you our senior celebration, and a good group of seniors there. And I always like how they talk about the managers as well, and because they do so much for all of our sports programs, wrestling no exception. And you really, as a coach, you can't do your job without really good managers, and really good to see those students get their recognition as well.
Indeed, yeah. This is, to the point of the managers alone there, Joel, they're some of the biggest fans, and they're the first ones in the room, the last ones to leave, keeping things in order from statistics to video, schedules. So always so grateful for that time. But then for that whole group,
yep.
This is a senior class that I've been out of the room officially for a number of years. So these are kids that I remember them just getting in when they were still in junior high. So turning a chapter even for me, and really wish that whole group the best. We still got some work to do here in the last couple weeks of the season, however. Always bittersweet, these senior nights.
Yeah, they're tough. The good news, though, with Muscatine hosting the tournament, the MAC tournament, not the last time that these seniors will get to wrestle in the gym. So that's a silver lining.
You betcha.
As Davenport North and Muscatine will begin at 285, correct?
Yep. Now we're expecting that North will take a forfeit, and then we'll turn that lineup back over. But yes, we for this third duel we'll start at 285 pounds.
A big thank you to Eastern Iowa Power Washers and Muscatine Lawn and Power, bringing you Muskie sports all season long. We'll have basketball for you tomorrow night. We'll be back in the gym. So we have Muskie girls basketball action on Friday.
At 285 pounds, Jeremiah Timmons Henderson from North receives the forfeit.
So Jeremiah Timmons Henderson will receive the forfeit at 285. And now
Sneath and Eads here at 106. Here's the first of these that we hope to be pretty competitive.
Both these guys had a tough task facing Kester from Bettendorf, who pinned them both in the first period.
Ashton Sneath of Davenport North will wrestle Connor Eads of Muscatine.
Again, Ashton Sneath of North and Connor Eads of Muscatine were at 106 pounds. This is Sneath trying to work his way around.
Eads doing a good job trying to square up. He wants to find his way back on his feet if he can. Sneath finds that elbow, so
there's 2 for a takedown.
Chin got around the arm. Yep, Sneath looking for big points here. As the defensive wrestler there, that's why it's so important to control those elbows, because boy, if he gets that elbow up above your ear, it's not just the 2 for a takedown. We're looking for near fall real quick too.
Sneath in tight, trying to finish with a fall.
Connor's pushing on those elbows as best he can. Eads trying to get back to his belly.
There's the fall. Ashton Sneath gets the pin in the first period. Makes the team score 12-0. Muscatine looks to be open at the next 2 weights.
Yeah, 13, 20, and 26.
At 113 pounds, Jeffrey West of North receives a forfeit.
But it should be a double, I believe.
At 120 pounds, Camden Bennett of North
receives a forfeit.
So North will receive the forfeit at 120.
At 126 pounds, Tristan Stewart Neal of North receives a forfeit.
And now we should have a match here at 132.
And JV at 220 pounds, Clayton Smith of Muscatine against Braden Richardson of North.
Lincoln Brookhart.
At 126 pounds, Jacob DeWispelaar for North against Gavin McLeod Lincoln Brookhart of Muscatine.
So we're up at 132.
DeWispelaar and Brookhart. Brookhart won by fall his first time out. Or not by fall. Gets right in there with the takedown early. Big mat return.
Great to see Lincoln go out right away, get in on that leg. He is always pumped up to wrestle, isn't he?
He really, especially at home. It seems like I haven't seen him any other than the home meets this year, but
he sure likes doing it here, you betcha. Must be those lights. DeWispelaar with the escape. Brookhart in on the leg again.
Just battles right back.
Nice hip awareness there. DeWispelaar trying to kind of throw him through from that single leg, and Lincoln just stopped the momentum, pop right back, get his takedown. Riding heavy here. Trying to lock up that cradle. He's got it. If he can hop his hips over and keep the lock. DeWispelaar, as we've seen for Brookhart in a couple situations, the taller of the two wrestlers. So he's kicking that lock apart pretty easily.
escape awarded as they go out of bounds. 4-1 lead here for Brookhart. And we've completed the JV portion, it appears. So now you will hear the buzzers, but you won't necessarily see the towel come out to identify the clock. Which is always an adventure. Sometimes the buzzer is
in play. Sometimes we're looking for the official to get swatted.
And that's not an indictment on the scorer's table. They do a great job. It's changing midstream sometimes.
This will get real fun if we go 2 matches.
There we go.
Yeah, nice hip action. Boy's got the arm. If he can get that half. Great reversal. He's looking bigger. DeWispelaire pushing on that knee. Lincoln in more of a headlock position here now. Oh, he's going to lose that arm. Got a couple near fall.
2 near fall to go with the takedown.
Oh.
A reversal.
DeWispelaire with a little roll.
There's 2 takedowns and now some near fall points.
I think we're good looking
There's
good.
the fall. Lincoln Brookhart.
2 pins on the night, Joel.
Wins by fall over DeWispelaire of North. Gets Muscatine on the board.
At 138 pounds, Peter Fan of North against Cale Lewis of Muscatine.
Cale Lewis, who really brought some energy and intensity against Bettendorf. He'll face off against Fan. Lewis just a freshman. Brookhart a sophomore. We saw him at 132. And there's Lewis.
Trying to keep him in on the mat. We're out of bounds. Yeah, we just recognized the number of seniors, but the future looks bright too for Coach Mock. With a few underclassmen getting it done this evening.
Hear the north corner asking Fan to pick up the pace.
Good luck matching it.
Yeah, that's Lewis's pace is quick.
Such a hard worker, nonstop, has been for years. Such a pleasure being around Cale, coming through his youth years. Whether be it in the wrestling room or on the baseball diamond. Fan in on a high crotch. Still nothing yet, has his 2 now.
Fan the senior.
Cale's got his hips up, scores, and Lewis with the escape.
Under 30 seconds to go here in the period. Both wrestlers see if they can work some short time magic here.
And Fan has picked up the pace, so both wrestlers really getting after it now at this stage. Nice sweep single. Dumps Lewis.
Now Lewis trying to get out and get that. He gets the escape. And they'll finish on their feet. That's a big escape for Lewis there. So Lewis will start down to begin the second period.
Quick switch attempt. Oh, careful here.
Strong return from Fan.
Lewis coming up with some wrist control, gets his hips away. Fan looking to lift again.
Now
Lewis just putting his hips back in it. We've got locked hands and a reversal and swipes. Holy cow.
Some big swing there. As now Lewis has a 5-4 lead. A 3-point swing there. Now Lewis trying to see if he can get a wrist control and get a turn.
Yep, riding tough, trying to dig that wrist out. We're right on the edge of the mat, though. Fan squaring up.
Here. So fan gets the escape. They're back from neutral. Short time here, 10 seconds to go in the period. Lewis, late shot attempt.
So Coach Mock is doing some thinking here. So we were in a 4-2 situation. I think we had a 5-point move there, Joel. So we're looking for the 1 locked hands, 2 reversal, and the 2 near fall. So we'll have to see if there was or wasn't. I think we gave 2 near fall, but maybe not.
So now the coaches are going to discuss. Because I thought he got swiped.
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was quick to give that 2, and he was swiping as he had him in some trouble there. So
we don't have the technology to do it right live from our seat. But you guys could go back if you're watching
and
on
prove
the
me
YouTube
wrong.
feed.
That's the point, isn't it?
No,
yeah.
no. I'm saying go check us.
I will when I get home. We're talking through it though. Yep, I think we're going to be 7-5 here, Lewis. Yep, good deal.
And so they did miss the 2 near fall. So now it makes it 7-5. Fan will start down.
Oh yeah, big 2 minutes here. This isn't over. That 2 points, while it's huge, I don't know if 7-5 will be where we end.
Fan gets the escape. Yeah, I think both of these wrestlers know, and they each need at least 1 more takedown to win this match.
And Fan has been the slicker on his feet. He's got another one here, so he'll take that 8-7 lead.
Now Lewis gets the escape.
Lewis is going to have to react on that shot, probably find a shot of his own, but certainly can't give up his hips as easily as he has.
Under a minute, now under 40 seconds.
There's another outside high crotch. No 2 yet.
Now Lewis with
Lewis
a chance.
Yep, trying to scoot. He's gonna have to get behind
There's
that
2
arm.
points. Cale Lewis gets the takedown.
So 10-8. We're under 25 seconds.
Now Lewis trying to just ride him out. Neither wrestler has a stall warning. Fan gets the escape, 10 seconds.
Good defense here.
Lewis
front headlock.
cranks that head down to the mat, and Cale Lewis, the freshman,
going to finish on top.
Going to finish on top with a takedown at the buzzer. Cale Lewis.
Shame on me. I did that was a good match. Both guys wrestling 6 minutes. Very impressive.
Now we saw the pace of Lewis in the first duel against Bettendorf, and it really paid off for him there at the end. Just constant pressure.
At 145 pounds, Mason Crabtree receives a forfeit.
So Crabtree gets the victory at 45.
At 152 pounds, Aiden Stevens receives a forfeit. At 160 pounds, Dalton Wright of North will wrestle Jared Lopez of Muscatine.
And Wright was an impressive competitor in that first duel against Bettendorf.
Yeah, recording one of their 2 victories by pinfall in their first duel. And here we're looking for Jared Lopez to match that intensity. As we mentioned earlier, Wright so heavy on the head, working those collar ties. Jared feeling that pressure, letting the momentum take him to kind of a half swipe there of a shot.
Both wrestlers kind of battling for that collar position. Is that the 2-on-1 that you're always talking about there?
Oh, sometime trying to get that Russian tie or that 2-on-1 from a standing. Yeah, both of them trying to really find an angle. Boy, Wright just looks like the bigger competitor at this weight class. He fills this weight class. Lopez with a little snap. We're going out of bounds.
Yeah, I've actually got the weigh-in sheet in front of me, and he's right there at 158. He's right. Lopez at 157. Just a little bit more compact build there on Wright.
Lopez trying to get to a leg. Comes it back up nicely to his feet, staying in that neutral position. Going to have to be a little closer, a little better setup before we're taking the shot on those legs.
That'll be the end of the first period. Scoreless, but both wrestlers worked really hard to try to get some action going in that first period.
Yeah, we'll take it to a mat here as Lopez elects to take the down position.
Right. Quick action right there off the whistle.
Jared hanging that head a little bit, making me nervous as Wright is applying some pretty good pressure. Kind of a spiral ride here. Looking to hop up and put the boots in, maybe get a little high. Lopez knows it. He's head hunting. Boy, get those hips up. Looking for a tripod. He's got a reversal. It's a big.
More.
Oh, keep that elbow. Just settling in. Settling in. Don't let those arms come through. Wright doing his best to twist his chest back to his belly. And he comes.
So it's 2 near fall points along with the reversal.
Right back up to his base. Lopez going to try to get a nice breakdown. Right squares up. Oh,
able to return him.
That's nice power from Jared Lopez. Lopez follows, but right back to his feet. We got whistles.
So a technical violation.
Pulling on the singlet. On the way up, grabbing anything he could, and he was tugging on the singlet. So 4-2. Well, that's a tough one.
Tugging on the singlet sounds like the name of a speed metal band record. Like.
They opened for REO Speedwagon, if I recall. All right, go ahead, Joel.
That's end of the period. 4-2 lead for Lopez.
Let's hope that penalty point doesn't factor into this final decision. Right, looking for the reversal.
Lopez gets him out of bounds.
Yeah, we'll
return to the center. No control lost.
See about a first move here. Nice sit. Lopez kicks his hips back. Oh, one, not two.
So this gives up the escape.
That's a great whizzer action by Lopez to at least work back to the feet and just give up that one. Give yourself a chance to get in on these legs. Takedown would be big.
There's a huge takedown for Lopez.
Staying heavy on top.
Jared Lopez, the junior for Muscatine in the black and purple singlet. Under a minute in the period. Matt returns from Lopez.
Oh,
locked hands call. So the second point by technical violation awarded here to Wright.
See who gets this first move. We've been looking for a sit out or a switch. Stand up this time. Lopez to the ankle. Got to get him to his belly. Flatten him out here, ride him out. It's a good bump, but we got to stay off our knees. Keep bumping, keep bumping.
Under 30 seconds to go for Jared Lopez and Wright of North. Lopez and Muscatine with the lead.
Smart.
They go out of bounds. So they do give the escape.
All right, so just a 1-point match here. Wright's coming. Lopez keeps circling. Hands down, don't be reaching. Leg back. Good sprawl. He's looking to keep those legs back. Get his go behind.
Lopez defends the shot and will win 6-5 over Wright of North. And 3 more team points for the Muskies. As it's now a 6-point deficit on the team score. Looks like North is going to be open.
Yeah, sadly, we've got 3.
At 170 pounds, Jet Fridley of Muscatine receives a forfeit.
Sadly, this trio of seniors back-to-back-to-back forfeits here in this duel.
At 182 pounds, Nathan Beatty of Muscatine receives a forfeit.
You know, win's a win, obviously, in the scorebook, but these guys all want to go out and do what they can in front of the home crowd.
At 195 pounds, Caden Fisher of Muscatine receives a forfeit.
Yeah, no doubt they just want the mat time. It's always exciting just to be at home. I wouldn't overstate, which I just did. Wouldn't overstate the senior night implications, but for our viewers, that's a little lackluster.
That's our job as the broadcaster, is to overstate.
Sell it, you
Sell
betcha. Little anticlimactic for those two.
Take the coach hat off.
At 220 pounds, Lance Holloway of North against Evan Frankie of Muscatine.
So unfortunately, we don't see Glasgow in this match.
So we're going to see Frankie who's in on a shot early here. Is this Richardson for what? For North?
Yeah, I think that's what they said. I missed it.
And now Frankie gets the 2. Those 3 forfeits give Muscatine the dual victory. It's mathematically impossible for North to get back into this. But Evan Frankie, the sophomore, really trying to build up going into next Saturday, and like you mentioned, this Saturday with the big dual tournament in Iowa City.
We got Holloway here for the Wildcats.
He gets the escape.
Nice shot by Frankie. Switching off to that double. Holloway just kind of lost his balance there, falling forward as Frankie took his base out from under him.
Now Frankie looking for more. And there's the fall. Evan Frankie will finish this one off with the fall. Another big win for the Muskie sophomore. Again, newly posted today, the 11th ranked wrestler in Class 3A at 220 pounds, Evan Frankie. And Muscatine will defeat Davenport North to finish senior night here at Muscatine High School. You know, they don't ever go chalk. They never go exactly how you think they're going to go. But Coach Mock has to be really happy with what he saw tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, a couple guys you wish had been out there, but boy, the guys who did wrestled very hard, regardless of the competition. So always great to see that. Put these seniors out on the right note. It's a good night.
And so, again, tomorrow night we'll be back on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. It's boys basketball as they will face off against Clinton here on Friday. And the girls state wrestling tournament kicks off tomorrow in Coralville. So good luck to all of the girls wrestlers for North, Bettendorf, and Muscatine and throughout the conference, especially our Muscatine's own Bailey Hawkins and Skylar. The last name is completely...
Patchtinger.
Yes, Patchtinger. I didn't have it in front of me, and I was going to screw
Skylar
it up
and Bailey, quite a pair. Yep, we'll be tuning in.
That's going to do it for us tonight. Again, a huge thank you to our sponsors, Muscatine Power and Water, Muscatine Lawn and Power, Hy-Vee, Bear of Muscatine, First National Bank of Muscatine, Affordable Metal Manufacturing, Eastern Iowa Power Washers, and Arty's Ice Cream and Grill. That's going to do it for us. We will have more wrestling, our final event of the season, next Saturday, January 29th as we will have the Mississippi Athletic Conference tournament, and we'll have that from start to finish for you here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. For my partner, Wade McLeod, I'm Joel Krausar, and we'll see you guys later. Go Muskies, and thanks for watching.